What's up, residents? Jacob here. So it doesn't really seem to matter if you're 60 or if you're 10. If you're a Godzilla fan, you probably have at least one toy or action figure or at least some sort of Godzilla merch. I actually have a pretty decent collection from back in the day, and at the end of the video I'm going to show you one of my Godzilla collectibles. So if you want to watch that, make sure and stick around. So with Godzilla King of the Monsters coming out in May, just a few months from now, we decided we're going to talk about the toys that are set to release alongside the movie. If you're a collector, you're going to love this video, so let's get to it. Just so you know, there may be some mild spoilers in this video. Let's start with the company JackSpecific. The first figure to come from this company is the 12-inch tall Godzilla figure. From the bottom of his feet to the top of his head, he reaches 30 centimeters tall. And from tail to snout, 51 centimeters long. But this is just the baby one. They also decided to make a 24-inch tall version. This is the largest Godzilla figure to date. Both of these figures have a bunch of points of articulation and they look pretty good. Next off, we have the monster matchups. The 3.5-inch tall 2-pack sets. So there's supposed to be 8 total packs, but just in this news release right here, we only know about 3 of them, each containing 2 action figures and a backdrop. The figures aren't all that tall, coming in at 9 centimeters, but I guess you do get 2 in 1, so that's a nice little set. The ones that we know about so far are Mothra and, spoiler, probably burning Godzilla. The second is Godzilla and King Ghidorah, hell yeah. And lastly, we have Godzilla and Rodan. These are small little toys, but certainly something cool enough to set up, especially with the backdrops going on. Alright, what we have next are the 6-inch figures. Each of these figures are going to stand 15 centimeters tall, and they're all going to come with special little accessories that you can build a little prop setup. Ghidorah is going to have a bunch of crumbled buildings and that spaceship looking thing, and you can see what Rodan's coming with right here as well. And lastly, we have these masks right here that have become a popular trend of late. You put these things on your face, you move your jaw around, and it makes the noise of the creature that you're trying to be. Now, I love the idea that you get to be Godzilla, but to me, that looks a little bit more like those Koopa guys from the live-action Mario movie more than the G-Man. Some of you will remember that, and for that, I'm sorry. We also have the SH Monster Arts Godzilla figures that came out a couple months ago. Now, you may have probably already seen these, but we figured we might as well still bring them up since we haven't told you about them officially in a video yet. First off, King Ghidorah is massive. His wingspan is over 23 inches wide. The articulation is so advanced that there's just so many different options that you're going to have to be able to pose the monsters as well. And this goes for the Godzilla figure too. As awesome as these are, I mean, they just look damn right awesome. They are going to be a little pricey. We know that King Ghidorah is going to be $180 and Godzilla is going to be around $70. But who knows what prices you'll be able to find, I mean dang, it's the internet. And now we're going to leave the world of toys and action figures and go into the world of just flat out craziness. Ruby's Costumes will be bringing out a bunch of different masks, literally one for every single one of the monsters from King of the Monsters, as well as a variety of costumes, including this one for kids, this Godzilla right here, and this Ghidorah, which has got to be one of the creepiest things I've ever seen in my entire life. I can't wait to see all the people running around doing ignorant stuff with this. Apparently there's going to be this sweet Godzilla hoodie that I may just have to buy as well. Pretty sure I'd rock that. They're going to be giving out these wall breaker looking things, which apparently is kind of like a poster or a picture of some sort. And then last and most importantly, and probably the most sweetest thing to come from all this merch, a Godzilla pet costume for your dog. Look at that. Look at that. That right there is pure gold. So overall, I like most of the ideas that were brought up with this merchandise. I really do like the SH Monster Arts figures. I think everybody does. It just looks so perfect. You're literally buying a statue, and the price is up there, but the quality is just amazing. And I'd like to be able to get one of them one day. We'll see what happens with that. The JackSpecific line is more basic toys. You know, you'll probably be able to get them at Walmart. They're pretty cool, I think. And I think for your kid, if you wanted to get them introduced into Godzilla, that'd probably be perfect. The Ruby's merchandise is pretty cool as well. I really like the wall breakers. The masks are much better quality than the JackSpecific mask. That hoodie was pretty dope. And the dog suit really steals the show. However, the costumes could definitely be worked on some. Like I said, that Ghidorah is just freaky. I know, I guess there's not many other better ways to do that, and it kind of is cool because you have the one head and then the arms being the other heads. Like, people are going to do some stupid stuff with this thing, but it's just way too creepy, and they probably should have just not really made that. Maybe make a Rodan one instead. That would have been a little bit more plausible, I feel like. Alright, so I told you guys I'd show you one of my old Godzilla collectibles, or toys, or whatever you want to call it. This right here is a Godzilla or Zilla 98 Piggy Bank or Zilly Bank. I don't know what you want to call it, but it collects your coins. You put it in there, and it's awesome. I've had this for over 20 years. I really lost count of how long I've had it, and I'm pretty sure I've only had to change the batteries twice. So that just shows you how well stuff used to be made back in the day. So I still use it, you know, I'm 26 years old and I still put the coins into that thing, and each time you put it in there, it starts to roar. It used to spin and rotate actually, back and forth, but over time, I guess that feature just doesn't work anymore. It was just really awesome. You hear all the screams, you hear Godzilla roaring, it just sounds like a bunch of destruction going on. It even lights up. Now, it doesn't really do it so well for mine anymore because it's been 20 years. But it used to have red lights that would come up in the building, and Godzilla's eyes, and then the helicopter in his hand would light up like it was blowing up. It was just some really advanced stuff for back in the day. You can either press the button right here if you just want to hear roaring destruction, which I do quite often, or you slide the coin into the side of the building here, and it'll do its thing. It actually holds a surprising amount of money in there as well. I haven't counted it, but I probably have like $20 worth of change in there. So residents, I hope you like that. I thought it was kind of cool to share it with you. So if you want to see more of this sort of stuff, Alistair and I both have lots of it. Either Jurassic Park, Godzilla, we have all sorts of cool stuff like that. So if you do want to see more, just let us know. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that's most of the merch that we already know will be coming out with King of the Monsters. Now, if I missed any, make sure and let me know, and we'll cover it eventually. If you want to see more of these toy or action figure or collectible sort of videos, it's kind of a side series, just let us know. It's definitely something we can give to you guys. If you want to see more personal stuff like this of Alistair and I, make sure to go over to our Instagram and give us a follow. We post pictures of our toys, posters, all sorts of crazy stuff like that all the time. So if you fancy that, go on over. So residents, I hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you next time.